It's time now for the Muletrain news program on this Thursday, November the 4th, 2021. Brought to you today by Leal's Mexican Restaurant. Tony Maurice Poteet, 68, of Wolfforth, was born February the 15th, 1953 in Littlefield to George Poteet and Hortense Hudnall Poteet. He graduated from Muleshoe High School in 1971. He died on Monday, November the 1st. They will have a graveside service for Tony Poteet this afternoon, Thursday, November the 4th at 1 p.m. at the Wolfforth Cemetery with Larry Springer officiating. Services under the care of Wilson's Funeral Home in Wolfforth. Tony Poteet graduated from Muleshoe High School, as we said, in 1971. He then went on and earned an associate degree in photography from Amarillo College and later received an associate of nursing degree at South Plains College. He worked his way up from EMT to an RN. Tony retired from the University Medical Center in 2017. Tony was always busily involved in a number of projects. He married Mary Ann Slagle on March the 13th, 2004 in Los Lunas, New Mexico at a hot air balloon rally. He and Mary Ann have enjoyed hot air ballooning since 2003. He also owned and operated First Light Vineyard with Mary Ann. Tony enjoyed traveling and woodworking. He loved barbecue, making excellent meals on his smoker. Tony was a social butterfly. There was no one he wouldn't talk to or invite for a meal. Always the more, the merrier. He is preceded in death by his first wife, Linda Engel Poteet. Those left to cherish his memories, he's survived by his wife of 17 years, Mary Ann Slagle Poteet, two sons, Lynn Poteet and his wife Rebecca, and Jason Poteet and his wife Jackie, four grandchildren, Gracie, Madeline, William, and Brendan, two sisters, Dagmar Poteet and Regina Fink, and husband David, and a niece, Kira Fink, and a nephew, Davidson Fink, and four grandnieces and grandnephews, Jordan, Lexi, Adalyn, and Brecken. Again, graveside services for Tony Poteet, 68 of Wolfforth, formerly of Muleshoe, is set for this afternoon at 1 p.m. Thursday, November the 4th, at Wolfforth Cemetery with Larry Springer officiating. Please keep the family of Tony Poteet on your prayer list. Again, he was a MHS graduate in the class of 1971. Anne Marie Clayton Kelly, 89, died on Friday, October the 29th in Lubbock. She was born November the 11th, 1931 in Olney, Texas, to William Thomas W.T. and Myrtle Flora Chitwood Clayton. She married Donald Clifford Kelly in Spring Lake on April the 29th, 1950. Funeral services were held this past Monday, November the 1st, at the First Baptist Church, with burial following in the Earth Memorial Cemetery. Anne attended and graduated from the Spring Lake School in 1949. Anne loved American history, family genealogy, teaching Sunday school, and being a homemaker and mother to her three girls. She was a member of the Daughters of the American Revolution. She accepted the Lord as her Savior at the age of 9 and was baptized at Hodge Lake. She was a longtime resident of Earth and enjoyed making genealogy scrapbooks, and was preceded in death by her parents, her husband Donald, two brothers Billy Wayne Clayton, former Speaker of the House of Texas, and Donnie Clayton, both of Spring Lake. Anne is survived by her three daughters, Anita Taylor and husband Doug of Amarillo, Donita Clark and her husband Roger of Lubbock, Connie Jacquess and her husband David of Arkansas, six grandchildren, Brian Taylor and wife Abigail, Anna Taylor, Joshua Clark and his wife Teresa, Kelly Turner and her husband Chad, Travis Jacquess and his wife Rebecca, Julie Lineger and husband Bobby, 12 great-grandchildren, Hudson, Lillian, Lucy Taylor, Katie and Amber Clark, Natelyn Alexis, Truett Turner, Abigail and Tyler Jacquess, David and Katie Lineger, and many nieces, nephews, and cousins all survive her. The family wishes to express gratitude to the many friends of the Spring Lake Earth community. In lieu of flowers, memorials may be sent to the Spring Lake Earth EMS and Volunteer Fire Department, or the First Baptist Church of Earth, Spring Lake Cemetery, Earth Memorial Cemetery, or Carrie Brown of In Faith Ministries. And please keep the family of Anne Marie Clayton Kelly on your prayer list today. Her funeral services were held this past Monday, November the 1st, at the First Baptist Church in Earth, and burial followed at the Earth Memorial Cemetery. Well, we're already in the holiday season, passing Halloween this past weekend, now getting ready for Thanksgiving and Christmas, and just in time, the 9th annual Muleshoe Merry Market will take place this Saturday, November the 6th, at the Bailey County Coliseum here in Muleshoe, beginning at 10 a.m. until 4:30 p.m. They'll have food trucks, free admission. Sudan singers and Curtis Shelburne will be performing. Art and pottery will be on sale. Holiday and home decor, clothing, homemade soaps, and many, many other things will be available at this year's 9th annual Muleshoe Merry Market. Saturday, November the 6th, 10 a.m. till 4:30 p.m. at the Bailey County Coliseum on the west edge of Muleshoe. Everyone is welcome to come out 10 a.m. till 4:30 to the Muleshoe Merry Market this year. Food trucks, Sudan singers, and Curtis Shelburne will be performing. Art and pottery, holiday and home decor, clothing, homemade soaps. Admission is free at the 9th annual Muleshoe Merry Market this Saturday, November the 6th at the Bailey County Coliseum. You're invited to the Veterans Day program that will be held at the Muleshoe High School Carrie Moore Auditorium on Thursday next week, or I think it's Thursday. Let me double check my calendar here. Yes, Thursday, November the 11th, beginning at 9:30 a.m. that morning. They will have a salute to all Muleshoe area veterans, and the MHS staff and students invite you to their Veterans Day celebration at the Carrie Moore Auditorium, again, Thursday, November the 11th at 9:30 a.m. We will be there to film it if you miss it, and look for a delayed broadcast on that. There will be a big estate garage yard sale this weekend, Friday and Saturday, November 5th and 6th at 1808 West Birch Street. That's the Harvey Edition behind the Chinese restaurant. It's Mary Nell Bleeker's estate. They'll have yard tools, patio tables and chairs, grills, lawnmower, porch swing, antique, small freezer, linens, blankets, dishes, and silverware, Christmas items, canning jars, and canner, and much, much more. That's a estate sale for Mary Nell Bleeker going on Friday and Saturday, November 5th and 6th, 10 a.m. till 7 p.m. at 1808 West Birch Street behind the Chinese restaurant here in Muleshoe, 10 a.m. till 7 p.m. each day. Also next week, you're invited to see the 5th grade fall music program From the Inside Out. It will be performed at the Carrie Moore Auditorium on Friday, November the 12th at 1:45 p.m. And thanks to Susan White, the music director, she's invited us to come, and we'll be filming that program as well. That's From the Inside Out, the 5th grade fall music program will be performed at the Carrie Moore Auditorium at high school Friday, November the 12th at 1:45 p.m. We'll be back with more Muletrain news in just a few moments, so please stay tuned. This edition of the Muletrain is brought to you today by Leal's Mexican Restaurant.
Hey Muleshoe, I'm Julia Reynolds, and whenever I come to town to visit family, I always choose Leal's Mexican Restaurant, preferably more than one. My favorite is the Loris Special with extra queso. It gets no better than that. The original Leal's Mexican Restaurant is located at 1010 West American Boulevard, where you can dine in with the Leal's family's authentic dishes or carry out by simply calling ahead at 806-272-3294.
Frycox, 401 South 1st Street in Muleshoe, Texas, where they have wedding shower selections now for Shelby Harrison and Jacob Matt Crittenden. Wedding showers November the 6th. All new shipment of puzzles available now at Frycox, including the Images of Texas, the Pumpkin Patch Farm, Harvest Truck puzzles, along with many Christmas-themed designs as well. The special of the month is the 10-year smoke alarm, marked down to $16.97 while supplies last. And the manager's special for this month is a 20-volt max cordless leaf blower by Black & Decker, marked down to $99.97. Get in now for the best selection of winter work jackets and bib overalls by Byrne for the whole family. Also battery-powered heated jackets and hoodies by Milwaukee. Hand, toe, foot, and mega warmers along with antifreeze for your vehicles, along with RV and marine antifreeze and windshield deicer spray available now at Frycox. Get in now while the selection is best. Frycox, 401 South 1st Street, Muleshoe, Texas. Get ready for the colder weather right around the corner. They're open Monday through Saturdays, 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. Well, the Mules had an incredible win last Friday night, 61-16 over the Dalhart Wolves. As they were here in Muleshoe last Friday night, you can see our live stream. I would encourage you to go see it. You can see the senior spotlight before the game, and then at halftime you can see that 1962 Muleshoe High School Mules game ball from the district championship Mules team being returned to the schools, and Jerry Harrison gives that to R.L. Richards and to Cindy Basir, the principal and superintendent in the Muleshoe schools. And all that along with a huge win by the Mules, available on our front page at muleshoetv.com. See that live stream in its entirety right now. The Mules had 74 total plays last Friday night. The Wolves had 60. They had 226 passing yards to 322 rushing yards, whereas the Wolves had 172 passing yards and only 71 rushing yards. They did just a great job in playing the Dalhart Wolves last Friday night, and in that big win, 61-16, they clinched a playoff spot for the football 2021 season. They will play this coming Friday versus Littlefield, and Littlefield has had a very, very tough season and really bad run here in district, as they are the bottom of our District 2-3A. The district champs in 2-3A is Bushland, and they're done with. They have a bye this week. They're at 4-0. The Mules are in second place. Again, they have clinched a playoff spot for the second place team in District 2-3A. They're 2-1, overall 4-5. River Road is 1-2 and 5-4, and third tied with Dalhart at 1-2, overall 2-7. Then Littlefield is in fifth place at 0-3 for the district and 3-6 on the season. So the War on 84 will be this coming Friday, November the 5th at 7 p.m. kickoff time at Littlefield, and we won't be able to live stream. We're talking with the Littlefield schools, and they just don't have things set up quite to where we have high-speed internet the way that we needed in the press box, but the superintendent promised me that they are working on it, and we'll have that for future matchups where we can tap into some live stream. But look for our delayed broadcast early Saturday morning. Littlefield won their first three games of the season versus Dimmitt, 49-6, Denver City, 18-14, and Post, 21-20. But they've gone on to lose their next six games against Idalou, Abernathy, Big Spring, and in District River Road they lost 41-20, Dalhart 41-32, and then Bushland 62-26 last week. Our delayed broadcast of the Mules versus Littlefield Wildcats game will be brought to you by Barrett Potato Farms, Burton Service Center, Muleshoe Housing Authority, Muleshoe Area Medical Center, Muleshoe ISD, Mohawk Auto Parts, Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, McDonald's Restaurant, Muleshoe Animal Clinic and Vet Supply, 5-Area Telephone, West Plains Telecommunications, Shipman's Body Shop and Autoplex, WTG Fuels, K&K Pharmacy, Edward Jones, Stephen Dement, Farmers Insurance and Julie DeBruin, Leal's Tortilla Factory, McCormick Seed, State Farm Insurance, Mark Morton, Bammert Seed Company, and Lance Insurance. They'll all bring you the delayed broadcast. Look for it early Saturday morning at muleshoetv.com. Go out and support the Mules if you can. Friday night, November the 5th at kickoff at 7 p.m. there at Wildcat Stadium in Littlefield. And good luck to the Mules as they will go on into the bi-district round of playoffs after the last game of the season. Of course, we looked into it over the past week, and it's the same as it has been in the last 7 or 8 years, as the UIL has sold all of the playoff rights to broadcast TV-wise to what used to be Fox Sports Southwest. It's now called Bally Sports Southwest, and they own the rights for the TV broadcast for all of the playoff games, so we won't be able to follow the Mules into the playoffs. It's time now for the weather forecast, brought to you today by K&K Pharmacy, where right now Christine Isaacson, Crystal Alicon, the two pharmacists, or any of their employees can help you out, as they can now offer COVID-19 PCR testing available at the pharmacy. They ask that you please call 806-272-7511 and make an appointment. And then when you come for your appointment, stay in your car and call again and tell them that you are there at the pharmacy at 1411 West American Boulevard right here in Muleshoe. They're open Monday through Fridays, 9 a.m. till 6 p.m. right here in Muleshoe. You can come into the store. You can call 806-272-7511, and they can deliver to your home, or you can use their convenient drive-through on the west side of the building. K&K Pharmacy, your locally home-owned small-town pharmacy serving the entire Muleshoe area with a huge selection of over-the-counter healthcare products, along with compounding, CBD items, COVID-19 and flu testing, along with the COVID-19 vaccines as well. And, of course, they have just recently given the go-ahead for COVID-19 vaccines for children younger than 12 years of age. Just call them now at the pharmacy to schedule your appointment, 806-272-7511. K&K Pharmacy right here in Muleshoe at 1411 West American Boulevard. Well, so we've ended up October. The Earth Mesonet Station right next to Tolk only got 0.8 of an inch of rain during the month of October. And the Muleshoe Mesonet got 1 inch and 17/100ths rain. And the vast majority of that rain came early in the month of October. One of those Friday night football nights that we broadcasted, that we got over 1 inch of rain between the Thursday evening and the Friday evening, early October. I think it was October 2nd or 3rd. Our high on Monday here in Muleshoe was 71 with a low at 27. Tuesday, the high down to 50, and the low was 39. And then yesterday on Wednesday, the high was only 49 with a low at 27. We started out much colder than any other day this week. This morning on Thursday with a low at 23, but we should be warming up quite a bit today here on Thursday as we go ahead. Sunny, high near 66 this afternoon for Muleshoe. South-southwest winds around 10 miles per hour, mostly clear tonight. Low around 34 degrees. South winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunny on Friday. High near 75. South-southwest winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. Then clear Friday night. Low around 36. South winds between 5 and 10 miles per hour. Sunny on Saturday. High even warmer, 77. South winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Then Saturday night, mostly clear. Low around 41. Sunny on Sunday, high near 80 degrees. Southwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Sunday night, mostly clear. Low around 42. Sunny on Monday, high near 81. Monday night, partly cloudy, low around 44. Tuesday, sunny, high near 76. Tuesday night, partly cloudy, low around 41. And then next week on Wednesday, sunny, high near 70 degrees. So a pretty typical pattern here for this fall weather in the Muleshoe area, but will warm up to some degree over the next several days, as our high today will be 66, then 75 on Friday, and 77 on Saturday. K&K Pharmacy has presented to you this edition of the weather forecast. Well, here in Bailey County, according to the Texas Department of Health, as of yesterday, November the 3rd, On Wednesday, we only have 3 active cases of COVID-19. Our death toll for COVID-19 for Bailey County residents has gone up to 25 from 23 last week. COVID vaccines here in Bailey County, those 12 and over who have been fully vaccinated, only 44% of Bailey County residents have been, but those 65 and older, 68% of Bailey County residents have been vaccinated from COVID-19. We'll be back with more Muletrain news in just a few moments, so please stay tuned.
I grew up in De Leon, Texas. De Leon is a town in north central Texas. In 2011, I went to Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine. I graduated in 2015. I did an internship in Jersey City. I stayed there and completed a residency in family medicine, and I started here August of 2018. So I actually see patients from the full newborn screening exams to very old, so everything in between. It's important as you get on in life that you establish a relationship with a doctor, that you're able to discuss personal issues and have a trust there. And so as soon as you can establish that relationship, you and your doctor are a team and you're working towards this goal. And the better you can work with your doctor as a team, the more honest you are with your doctor, the more information you can give him, the better the results will be.
The St. Anne's Catholic Church in Bovina is having their annual turkey dinner this coming Sunday, November the 7th, from 11:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. Texas time in the St. Anne's Parish Hall on 3rd Street in Bovina. They'll be serving turkey and dressing, creamed potatoes and gravy, green beans, homemade bread, cranberry sauce, relish plate, desserts, tea, and coffee. It's $12 for adults, $6 for children 6 and under. Takeout plates will be available at no additional charge. Also, there will be a raffle that you can get in on, made of a quilt made by the St. Anne's Society. And that's, again, this coming weekend on Sunday, November the 7th, the annual turkey dinner from St. Anne's Catholic Church, 11:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. at the St. Anne's Parish Hall on 3rd Street in Bovina. And, of course, it always is a really good meal there in Bovina. Don't forget, Calvary Baptist Church here in Muleshoe has their cookbooks available now, and you can pick them up by going by Calvary Baptist Church here in Muleshoe on Avenue C and 17th Street, and it makes a wonderful holiday gift. And we got one of them, and I've used several of the recipes already, and it is a great cookbook, the Calvary Baptist Women's Cookbook, available now at Calvary Baptist Church, 17th and Avenue C. Jeff Coppin is usually there in his office, and you can stop by and pick one up from him. I think they're $15 per copy. On your prayer list today, please continue to remember Ruby Green and Jeff Skipworth, Judy Wilbanks, Deborah Walls, Ed Cox, Vince Fitzgerald, Buck Campbell, who's in Lubbock, Bonnie Carpenter, Margaret Berman, Maureen Hooten needs to be on your prayer list today, Betty Noble, Joe Jinks, who's in Lubbock, J.W. Harrington, Leonardo Aviles, Wynn Cantwell, Debbie Trotter, Lewis Wayne, and Wanda Schaefer needs to be on your prayer list today, Jeremy Combs, Ronnie Angeli, Teresa McNabb, Renee Copley, Orvis Burris, Bill Vandiver, Kelvin Johnson, Connie Alanis. Remember, please, those grieving the recent loss of a loved one, Tony, the family of Tony Poteet, the family of Anne Marie Clayton Kelly of Spring Lake, the family of Maria Cruz Rodriguez, the family of J.C. Gatewood needs to be on your prayer list today, the family of Candle Obenhouse, the family of Robert Fuentes of Earth. Also keep on your prayer list today the family of Sherry Lynn Embry and the family of Roger Pena. Well, it's just about time for us to go on this edition of the Muletrain News, brought to you today by Leal's Mexican Restaurant. You can hear our latest Muletrain news programs along with all of our archived older ones Available free of charge, on demand, anytime you want to listen to them. Go to MuleshoeTV.com, click on the Muletrain News link at the top, center of the page.
This is Tumbleweed Smith. Farr has a Jukebox Museum. Details in a moment on The Sound of Texas.
The Sound of Texas is brought to you here on MuleshoeTV.com by Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, with offices in Muleshoe at 610 East American Boulevard, as well as in Morton at 1744 State Highway 114. They're celebrating rural electrification right here in the Muleshoe area through Bailey County Electric since 1939. They are owned by the members that they serve. Call 806-272-4504. Check them out online at BCEC. COOP.com. The board of directors, the members, the employees, the manager, CEO David Markle, all hope you enjoy this Sound of Texas with Tumbleweed Smith.
If you're traveling in the Rio Grande Valley, you might want to visit the Jukebox Museum in Farr.
Started about 45 years ago. My daddy started out with the coin-operated machines, set them in locations, and then we started collecting, older machines. Started out with one, we moved it back and forth, threatened to throw it away several times, and then 18 years ago, my mom and I, we pulled it up front, started working on it, and it looked pretty nice. So anyway, after that, we looked for another one and got another, and now we have over 70 working antique jukeboxes from the 20s, all the way up. We've had people every day want to buy them and everything, and we, if they're for sale, they range anywhere from $12,000 to $38,000 a piece.
Leo Schmidt says the $38,000 price tag is on a 1942 Wurlitzer. Jukeboxes have gone high-tech.
There's more now than there were back in the 60s. They got the new jukeboxes out now that you download from the internet. There's no moving parts in it. It looks like a regular jukebox. The only thing that is different is it would take credit cards, and also you can buy or purchase a CD off of the jukebox. They'll send you the CD through the mail. It's a $5 minimum with a credit card.
The oldest jukebox he has is the 1926 model.
Most of them are 78 RPMs, all the way up to 1954. The 45s came out. We've got a room over 100,000 records that we saved. We saved every record because Daddy says one of these days you need them. And, of course, we're using them now on these older ones.
You used to be able to hear a tune on a jukebox for a nickel.
6 plays for a quarter. Not no more. Now it's you have to put 4 quarters in to get $1 selection, and you have $1's credit, and then you get 3 selections for the $1. So things have changed,
The Jukebox Museum is in the second oldest building in Farr.
Used to be an old movie theater. Everyone in the city of Farr comes here just to see inside that they remembered, about the movies they used to go to in here.
Leo Schmidt of Farr lights up his colorful jukeboxes at night so people can drive by and see them through the museum windows. I'm Tumbleweed Smith with The Sound of Texas.